All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Coach Respect, the wise guy on YouTube, with you today for a walk, the talk. It is the evening, Tuesday, and I am in Vancouver. I am right, not downtown quite. Downtown's over there. You can see. I'm in False Creek, Vancouver. Kind of the entrance area downtown. It's got this, what they call a creek, I guess. What's going on, Black Stack? Good to see you on here. I'm up in False Creek. We're gonna do walk the talk, Amazon FBA. I don't have a theme. Today is Theme Tuesday, so we're gonna go with a theme. If you guys have a theme, let me know what your questions are. We'll go from there. What's going on, Brian? Good to see you on here, man. How are things going? So being that this is my Monday, because I had a awesome long weekend, did a lot of fishing. Mondays are my goals, so I set my goals. So we'll kind of jump right into goals today. First off, I'm going to encourage everybody, make sure you guys are setting some sort of goals. Back to work, kinda. I went to the office, did some work. I have a team, so they essentially do all the work. I just got to make sure that everything is going to plan, of course. And then I got to plan my Amazon attack. So last week we didn't do anything retail arbitrage wise at all. As far as the only thing we did was on Saturday, we dropped off a shipment of 6 boxes of stuff that we sourced. When did we source that stuff? We sourced it, I don't know, kind of over a couple weeks. So we dropped off some inventory, some of the inventory that we got online. Ooh, look at this thing. It's like, so we're at Science World in Vancouver. Got the music junk. Not a musician. I won't even start. But I didn't really go heavy on retail arbitrage last week. How did you guys do? What do you guys got going on? Let me know. Let me know what you guys got going on. Remember, the comments make the content. Black Stack, I just bought an item that has 26-inch box. Whoa. I'm zooming in here. 26 box. So is it better to sell that one FBM because the box is over 25 inches? You can send in a 25-inch box. That's not an issue. 62 centimeters is the max size. But for oversized boxes, that for a single oversized box, the dimensions are even larger. So you can ship that in. And I would say no. I would actually send that into Amazon. I never tell anyone to do FBM. I don't know when there would be ever a time or worth to do fulfillment by merchant. Someone might be able to answer that question for me. But no, I've sent in sized boxes easily 25 inches. 2 feet, that's not that big. I send in 2 feet. I send in boxes that are 2 feet in length all the time. So no. It'll sell faster on Amazon if it's there. You'll get Prime on it. You'll get a cheaper shipping rate because it's there. What it will do is it will go, one thing about it is it will go to a different location. So if you mix that in with a shipping plan of other stuff, guarantee you they're going to separate that into its own destination, its own fulfillment center. So keep that in mind, that you'll probably have to pay, $10 if that's the only unit you have of that size. If you have more, if you're able to source 3 or 4 of them, then you could knock, you could amortize that shipping over 3 or 4 units. But if it's just the one, it's going to be the cost of that shipping, that one unit. So you'll definitely need to check the profitability on that. It's like when I do plush Plush go to its own destination. So when I do plush, I make sure that I get enough inventory. So when you do large items, oversized items, you'll want to get enough inventory. Weird. I don't think I've ever been on this side of Amazon. It's like some artificial. This looks like the craziest version of a putting green. Check it out. Pretty cool. Do not climb. And that's the first thing I wanted to do. Then you got these things, which are always fun for kids, like a little metal water park. It's not on. They shut everything down. Pretty cool. Got the boats out here. Go fishing. Local bombero. Local bombero. That guy's just floating his boat in the middle. Doesn't even look like there's anyone in that. There's BC Place Stadium. That would be Cambie Street Bridge. Nice set of condominiums here. There we go. Okay, back to it. So, what's going on, Loving? Hey, Coach, do you reuse boxes to send shipments to Amazon? Yes. Think about reusing the boxes I get from stores? Yes. Save yourself some money. Amazon doesn't care. As long as the box has 6 sides, Amazon doesn't care. And just check the dimensions. Make sure you're up to date on how big that box could be, because I wasn't the last time I did it. I shipped in a box that was too big. So just double check that. I want to say it's 62.5 centimeters or 63.5 centimeters max. But yeah, use your boxes. Reuse boxes. Customize those boxes. Not a problem at all. In fact, if you can get free boxes, go to places like Walmart's and big box outlets and ask for their boxes. We go to the wholesaler, we go to Superstore, we get lots of boxes. Boxes is actually like a good way to make money on your back end. Because if you're buying boxes new, you're probably spending $3 a box. So keep that in mind. 25 centimeters, 62.5 is perfect. So there you go. So now again, Black Sack, keep this in mind. With oversized stuff, if the box for an individual item is considered oversized, so in your case it would be considered oversized, then it's actually larger. The box can be larger. If it's multiple small items, the box can be 62.5. But if it's an oversized item, single item, the box can actually be I think it's 100. Double check that number for me, but it's much bigger. So you'll be fine to ship that in. It's just, do you want to spend the whatever it's going to cost you, 10 to 14 bucks to get that one item to Amazon? Is it worth it on your profitability? Look at things like your fees. Don't worry about the commission. That's going to be normal. But look at your fees and what are your FBA fees. If your FBA fees are eating into your profit and that cost of shipping is eating into your profit, and it's not worth it at the end of the day, then obviously don't. The reality is it's probably not. It's probably still worth it to ship it in. Keep them coming. Those are great questions, man. Yeah, you'll be fine with that box size. I'm pretty certain. I'm almost 99.9% certain because my wife and I, we just did a shipping plan, like I said. We just did a shipping plan and we looked into all of those details. We looked into all that stuff. The item is a loss anyway. I bought it at an auction and they charged me $30 to ship to me. They wouldn't tell me that they charged until after the auction. Live and learn. Well, there you go. You can try fulfillment by merchant. That's your call. It's gonna cost you a lot to ship it if you do fulfillment by merchant versus if you send it to Amazon. It's actually gonna be cheaper for them to ship it. I guarantee that. So check that, look into that. Check this out. This is the other side of where I was. I'm 10 minutes. I'm gonna go down this dock, see what's down the dock, and then I'm gonna head back. My videos always end because I run out of battery. So today is Tuesday. So goals, we want to do Mondays when I go live, walk and talk, Amazon FBA. On Mondays, I'm gonna talk about goals. So that's gonna be every Monday. I'm gonna kind of have a theme to my days. So if I go live 5 days of the week, which hasn't happened yet, I've done 4 and a 3, but each day is gonna be a different topic or a theme, I guess. Mondays will be goals because I always start my Mondays off with my goals. So we'll talk goals and see what and kind of just give you an idea of what my attitude is and where my thought is. Tuesdays, today, I haven't really thought of a theme for a Tuesday. I'm under the bridge. There's probably some good fishing here. Now all I care about is fishing. I have a new fishing group. We're going fishing tomorrow. The rivers open up. Fishing will be good. Exploring. See, I'm down to 20% now. Tuesdays, I put thrift Tuesdays, but I'm not really a thrift guy. I was thinking of hitting up some thrift stores and adding that to my list of retail arbitrage places, but I'm not a thrift guy. I'd be looking for new stuff in those stores. I honestly don't know where to start when it comes to that world. But on Tuesdays, I don't know what the theme is. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, I have no clue what the theme is. So I'm gonna figure out a theme. I'll let you guys know what those themes are so that when we do go live and we walk talk, we can kind of focus on some stuff. Don't swim in Falls Creek, it says, especially East Falls Creek, where I'm currently standing. The E. coli is terrible here. All right, I won't go swimming. I wasn't planning on it, but I won't. All right. Oh, I have one of those batteries. Trust me. I have those when I go scanning. That's all I use it for. This is only supposed to be 20 minutes long. So let me start heading back towards my car. I'm gonna go 30 on this one though. Definitely gonna go 30. So going back to what my goals are this week, I think I'm gonna try to get to two grand in inventory sourced by Sunday, so that gives my wife something to do next week. Ship that inventory in. So smash that like button if that's a good goal. But 2 grand in inventory, we'll go there. That's from stores. So we'll hit up all my typical stores. When I was in some of the stores, a lot of the inventory that I would swim for was sold out. Like, stores didn't have any of it left. But the last time I was in, a lot of that inventory is back, so motivation to go and get that done. There's also some locations that I haven't been to in a while that hey, that guy's good. Spleet! That I haven't done certain parts of my circa, so I'll get that done. So a lot of motivation to go and get some inventory. 2 grand should be easy. I could probably do that in a day. Online, online arbitrage. I'm gonna probably set that up. I have a $500 invoice to pay that of inventory that we sourced. We sourced another item from a distributor. Total comes to $500. I just got to pay that, so I'll do that. But I think I'll probably look to source at least another 500 online. And then private label, I still got to get to that. I have not accomplished my goals with private label, but I still need to do a 6-product launch. I have 3 products picked out. That's a longer term goal for me. I gave myself until the end of August, but I think I'll put some time in on that. At least 2 or 3 days of 3 hours a day looking through products. So those are my primary goals. That's about it. I saw something pop up here. I just got a Guitar Hero this week. Loving It says, are you planning on sourcing school supplies this year? No. My wife told me to stay away from backpacks and stay away from school supplies. Looks like the consensus with our kids is that parents are not looking to our kids going back to school, and a lot of other parents are not looking to their kids going back to school in September. The talks from the school are pretty bleak. There's not much exciting news when it comes to being a parent and schools, and what our kids will look forward to when it comes to going back to school. Just so many constraints. We equate it to going to prisoners having more freedoms than our kids in the schools. So, but the offer is on the table already that if parents wanted to continue with the homeschooling program, they can do that. And so that's what my wife is interested in, is continuing with that for a period of time where things are more stable with COVID-19, and she feels more confident in the structure at the school level. And we have some good friends at our school that keep her informed. So what that just means is that there's not going to be a huge period where parents are sourcing school supplies. They're going to use their existing stuff at home, so I don't forecast there being a huge one. That being said, we're still selling backpacks. Like we have a few backpacks in inventory, and we're still selling backpacks, so which has always been good. So office supplies are different. If you ask me a question about would I be sourcing more office supplies, I'm beginning to put more emphasis on the small stuff in the office world, like pens, staplers, whiteboard erasers, markers, all that type of stuff, whiteboards. So we're growing our inventory when it comes to that stuff, and it's actually turned. Still got lots of time here. Been on for 19 minutes. Headed towards my car. I'm gonna walk the front of this place. I don't know how much percentage I have left. Probably only about 10% battery. Yeah, and think about it. So most offices are closed, so if you, 10%. My 10% notice came up, so I got about 5 minutes left with you guys. So most offices are closed. What people are doing is they're actually building their home office. So right now, why my office supplies sales have exploded now becomes more apparent. People are building their home offices. So when you're wondering why computers are out of stock and why people can't even get components to computers, it's because people are putting together their own home offices. So it obviously is a good time to sell that type of stuff, to source that in volume. The more volume you can get, the better. To scan those areas in all the stores, make sure that you know what inventory is moving and an inventory that is popular right now. People are sourcing that stuff online right now, so it's equates to why I've been doing pretty well in that category. I forget who told me about that, but it wasn't me. I didn't dawn in on that. But home offices are the reason. Everyone is setting one up, and their grandma. And not just one, in some cases 2 or 3, because Mrs. and Mr., they're both working independently. They both have different jobs. They both have their own needs specifically for home office stuff. So yeah, we're adding that to our game. And when I'm doing private label, just so you know, I'm looking at these areas, trying to capitalize on what's in demand, what's going to be in demand for the next 2 to 3 years. And so that's why I haven't just gone out and sent 6 random products to Amazon. I'm really trying to pay attention to a longer life cycle of the products that I source that I want to private label. And that's really what the big thing is right now, especially in Canada. There are products that I do 5 to 10 a day sales of, that I just source retail arbitrage. Again, I call it hybrid, but I'm trying to convert those products. Okay, let's go back. I'm trying to convert those products to my private label inventory, if you will. Great questions, guys. Keep them coming. Let's see if I missed anything. Love it. Awesome questions. Brian, how's your pallets coming along? And were you able to get ungated in toys yet? There's our SkyTrain. Legit SkyTrain. It goes everywhere. All right. This is a great playground. My kids love this playground. This is a nice little walk. I'm almost back at the ride. I know my phone's gonna shut down on me in a little bit. Throw any other questions you have my way. Any requests, let me know. Like I said, again, I'm trying to come up with some themes where if people want to tune in for a specific topic, that will kind of drive the show on specific days. It's all about motivating me more than anybody, so that I make sure I have something to say when we hang out, walk and talk. But I have fun doing these, man. It's been a blast, and thank you guys for chatting with me and leaving your comments. Those questions are always great. I've experienced most of the stuff that you guys ask about, and if I don't, I'll look into it. I'll see what I know. Black Zach says he sent in a shipment on June 20th, and it still does not even show as in transit. June 20th? You sent in a shipment June 20th, and it's not showing in transit? I would definitely look into that with the courier company. Get that tracking number into their hands and ask them to find it, because that stuff should show up immediately. Now, if you're saying Amazon hasn't shown anything on their side, well, that might be an Amazon thing. But still, immediately when you bring in a product into a courier company, whether it's FedEx or UPS or Pure Later, that stuff should show live same day, next day. And if it doesn't, you should take your tracking number and ask them to find it for you. And if it's at Amazon, you can always reach out to Amazon Help, see if it's checked in yet. Amazon updated their logistics on their site, so they actually show you more detail on the location of your product. That's the Amazon side. So if you're talking Seller Central and you're talking why hasn't it checked in at Amazon, reach out to Amazon, ask them if they can look into it, and reach out to the courier company. Use your tracking number, reach out to the courier company and ask them to take a look and to find where your package is, because it's been 10 days and it hasn't been checked in yet. It hasn't even been checked in yet. Notice Amazon is taking longer to process inbound shipments. So much changes have changed with Amazon and their processing. Make sure that, like things, they've added so much stuff. They've added so many things that are now delaying shipments. If you're, like the changes in the box weights and the dimensions are delaying shipments. They've changed the way you upload your inventory, right? You actually now can indicate what's in each package to speed up the process. So there are a few things they've changed. It does not hurt ever to ask them to look to see if there's any indication of if it's been received. Not that they'll know, but it's worth a look. That's what I would do. I would just take my tracking number, send it to Amazon, and say, hi, Amazon, it's been 10 days. Just want to see if this has shown up. Hey, Craig Fisher, what's going on? FMB winning the buy box more so than before. Fulfillment by merchant is winning the buy box more so than before. I've had some people say that they've seen. In the past, if you weren't Prime, you weren't getting that buy box. In the past, if you were not Prime, you weren't getting that buy box. If you had the best price and you're Prime, you had that buy box, not a fulfillment by merchant. But it's kind of coming to the surface that Amazon's changed that a little bit. So that's something I don't know, but I'll have to look into. But that's a good point. That's actually a really good topic, because I've had a couple students mention that to me. Fulfillment by merchants are winning the buy box. So, but you can be priced higher than fulfillment by merchant. And I told one of my students to reach out and say, hey, I'm priced accordingly. Why do I not have the buy box? I'm FBA and they're fulfillment by merchant, and get information on that. That'd be a good one to discuss. Last one before I go, I thought I saw something. Black Stack track shipment says arrived in Concord June 30th. So just slow. That's all it is. It's just slow. Who knows how much inventory and system changes they're dealing with. Also, keep in mind COVID and the people restrictions in those facilities is also a big change. So you don't have as many employees working at the same time. Keep that in mind. So there are a few things that have changed the speed in which they operate. So just give it a few more days. And yeah, let's look into fulfillment by merchant and why those guys are winning the buy box. That's something I actually want to look into today. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Same channel, different location, where your comments make the content. Before I go, Alex says new change is that when they received their box and decide to direct some products to other warehouse, whole shipment will be stranded inventory until it arrives. That's not new. That's existing. That's common. You'll receive your stuff and they'll decide they want it to go somewhere else, and they'll put yours in a different category. They'll hold your inventory. It won't be available for sale until they ship it to new locations. That's been around for a while. They've just actually added more features like a column for that and just more emphasis on the details. But just receiving it at Amazon has slowed down because employee volume is down. There's not as many employees as Amazon had pre-COVID. So, but they are an essential operation, but I'm sure they're implementing a bunch of stuff bigger than we can think right now. So, all good topics. All right, guys, that was awesome, man. Smash that like button before you go, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Smash it now before you go. Bye.